There is something undeniably captivating about cats, something that transcends their soft fur, their fluid movements, or even their quiet companionship. It is a feeling, a presence, an almost magnetic pull that many people experience when they find themselves near a cat. For some, it happens unexpectedly. A person who never considered themselves a cat person may suddenly find themselves utterly enchanted, perhaps after watching a heartwarming video, visiting a friend's home, or even encountering a stray cat on the street. There is something profound in their gaze, something ancient and knowing, a silent wisdom that feels deeply personal. Unlike many other animals that openly seek affection, cats do not chase attention. Instead, they watch. They observe with an intensity that suggests understanding beyond words. And when they do choose to approach, it is not out of mere curiosity or hunger, but with a quiet dignity that makes one feel as though they have been chosen rather than the other way around. In Islamic tradition, this quiet, almost mystical quality of cats is not just seen as charming or curious. It is seen as meaningful. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recognized the special nature of cats and treated them with immense gentleness and respect. His compassion towards them was not merely an expression of kindness, it was a reflection of divine wisdom, an acknowledgement of their role in both the physical and the unseen worlds. This reverence for cats has endured across centuries, deeply ingrained in the lives of Muslims worldwide. To this day, in many Muslim households, cats are not just regarded as pets but as pure companions, their presence bringing an inexplicable sense of calm and peace. Their behavior often inspires reflection, and their silent companionship soothes the heart in ways that are difficult to explain. Even before the modern understanding of animal behavior, the Prophet, peace be upon him, demonstrated through his actions that kindness to all living beings is a path to closeness with the Creator. Among all creatures, cats held a place of special honor in his heart. The place of cats in Islamic teachings. Unlike some cultures that have viewed cats with suspicion or indifference, Islam holds them in high regard. They were allowed to roam freely in homes, courtyards, and even in mosques. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught that cats are not impure and therefore they should not be shunned, harmed, or driven away. At first glance, this might seem like a simple ruling, but it carries profound spiritual meaning. In a world where people often seek divine connection through structured rituals, the Prophet, peace be upon him, showed that compassion itself is an act of worship. There is a famous narration in which he allowed a cat to drink from his ablution water, waiting patiently as the small creature quenched its thirst. When asked why he did this, he explained that cats are pure beings. This small yet powerful act of consideration embodied a spiritual truth that extends beyond religious boundaries. It was a lesson that kindness, patience, and love should not be limited to human interactions, they should extend to the entire creation of Allah. But the Prophet's peace be upon him, love for cats was not just theoretical, it was deeply personal. He had a beloved cat named Musa, who would often sit in his lap or rest beside him during moments of contemplation. One of the most well-known stories tells of a time when Musa was peacefully sleeping on the Prophet's, peace be upon him, cloak. When he needed to stand up, rather than disturbing the sleeping feline, he gently cut away the portion of the fabric where Musa lay so she would not be disturbed. This seemingly simple act carries a profound lesson. It speaks of care, of mindfulness, and of the deep respect that should be shown even to the smallest of creatures. It teaches us that compassion should never be sacrificed for convenience, and that true kindness is often found in the smallest of moments. The unseen connection, cats and the spiritual world. One of the reasons cats are held in such high regard within Islamic tradition may be their unique sensitivity to the unseen world. Many who live with cats have shared strange experiences, stories of their cats staring intently at a corner of the room where nothing is visible, behaving protectively in moments of unease, or refusing to enter certain spaces. These occurrences are often brushed off as superstition, but in Islamic teachings, they are taken seriously. Some Islamic scholars suggest that their keen senses allow them to perceive shifts in energy, or even detect beings that we cannot see. Unlike other animals, they are not just passive creatures. They are seen as guardians, keeping harmful influences at bay. Some believe that a cat resting near them during prayer or sleep offers not only emotional comfort, but also spiritual protection. Even the Prophet, peace be upon him, acknowledged this mysterious connection. During the military expedition of Uhud, the army encountered a mother cat nursing her kittens. Rather than ignoring them or disturbing their peace, the Prophet, peace be upon him, ordered his men to alter their course so that the cat and her young would not be harmed. Furthermore, he assigned a guard to watch over them until they were safe. Upon the army's return, the Prophet, peace be upon him, decreed that the first soldier to receive one of the kittens would become its caretaker. One of these kittens was adopted by the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself, further cementing the status of cats within Islamic tradition. The healing presence of cats. Beyond their spiritual significance, cats also bring a kind of quiet healing. Their presence alone has been shown to lower stress, reduce anxiety, and promote emotional well-being. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of their nature is their purring, a soft, rhythmic sound that many associate with contentment. Science has recently discovered that the frequency of a cat's purr, which ranges between 20 to 140 Hz, has therapeutic properties. These frequencies have been found to promote bone regeneration, aid in healing, and even reduce the risk of heart disease. For centuries, people have intuitively known that being around cats brings a sense of calm, but now, research confirms that their vibrations have genuine physical and emotional benefits. It is intriguing to consider this in light of Islamic teachings. Sound, frequency, and vibration are significant elements in Islamic spirituality. The recitation of the Quran is known to have a profound effect on both the listener's soul and their physical well-being. If divine revelation itself is carried through sound, could it be that the soft vibrations of a cat's purr hold a similar, albeit lesser, form of healing and instinctive mercy placed within them by the Creator? A sacred companionship. They are not just seen as creatures of beauty, but as symbols of purity, protection, and divine mercy. Their gentle companionship offers solace to the weary, their behaviors remind us to be present, and their presence in our homes brings a tranquility that is hard to define. Through the legacy of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, we learn that caring for animals is not just an obligation, it is an act of worship. It is a reminder that kindness in all its forms is a path to nearness with Allah. And perhaps, in their quiet way, cats teach us something even deeper, to observe, to reflect, and to move through life with grace and stillness, just as they do. Because in the end, they are not just animals. They are silent companions, guardians of the home, and perhaps most profoundly gentle reminders of the unseen mysteries that surround us. There is something almost inexplicably captivating about cats, something that extends far beyond their soft fur, graceful movements, or even their playful charm. It is a presence, an unspoken energy, a kind of silent magnetism that seems to draw people in. Even those who never considered themselves cat lovers often find themselves enchanted, sometimes by a simple video, a chance encounter with a stray, or the gentle way a cat chooses to approach them. A cat does not demand affection in the way that other animals might. They do not beg for attention, nor do they rely on loud barks or insistent whimpers. Instead, they watch, they wait, and they move with a quiet dignity that makes it clear they choose you. It is not the other way around. This subtle air of independence, paired with an undeniable depth in their gaze, makes them feel like creatures of wisdom, as if they understand something that remains just beyond the grasp of human perception. A sacred connection in Islam. Within the Islamic tradition, this unique quality of cats is not only acknowledged, it is deeply revered. The love and respect that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, showed towards cats was not simply an expression of kindness, but a reflection of profound spiritual awareness. It was a recognition of their place in the grand design of creation, a divine appreciation of their role in the unseen world. The Prophet, peace be upon him, did not treat cats as mere animals to be tolerated in society. Instead, he honored them, granting them a status of purity that extended into religious practice itself. While many other animals were subject to specific rulings on ritual purity, cats were given special consideration. They were allowed to roam freely within homes, to enter places of worship, and to exist in proximity to human prayer without concern. The Prophet, peace be upon him, explicitly stated that cats are not impure, and therefore they should neither be shunned nor driven away. This was not just a simple legal ruling, it was a spiritual lesson. In a faith where acts of worship and purification hold immense significance, the permission for cats to be present in sacred spaces is a testament to their elevated status. It is an indication that their presence is not merely tolerated, is welcome, even blessed. The Prophets, peace be upon him. Compassion in action, this respect was not theoretical. It was deeply embedded in the Prophets, peace be upon him, own daily life. Among the most well-known stories is that of Musa, a beloved cat who would often rest near the Prophet, peace be upon him, during moments of reflection. On one occasion, as Musa lay asleep upon the sleeve of his cloak, the Prophet, peace be upon him, needed to stand. Rather than disturb her slumber, he gently cut the fabric of his garment and left without waking her. It was a seemingly small gesture, but one that spoke volumes. It was a testament to the value of consideration, kindness, and care even for the smallest of God's creatures. It showed that compassion is not just for moments of grand significance but for every interaction, no matter how seemingly insignificant. The mystical connection, do cats perceive the unseen? One of the most intriguing aspects of cats is their mysterious behavior, particularly their tendency to react to things that human beings cannot see. It is not uncommon for cat owners to report strange occurrences, moments when their cat suddenly stares intently into an empty corner, refuses to enter a specific room, or reacts with inexplicable fear or curiosity. In Islamic belief, the unseen world is a reality. Angels, too, are ever present, watching over creation in ways that escape human senses. Many believe that cats, with their keen intuition and heightened awareness, may have an ability to perceive this unseen realm. There are countless stories of cats behaving in ways that suggest a sensitivity to spiritual presences. In some households, cats seem to instinctively avoid certain areas, while in others they are seen offering comfort in moments of distress, as if attuned to emotions beyond human expression. Could it be that their awareness extends beyond what we perceive? That they are, in some way, protectors against unseen harm? Guardians of the spiritual realm. Throughout history, cats have often been associated with protection, not just in the physical sense, but in the spiritual realm as well. In some Islamic traditions, it is believed that cats serve as silent guardians, warding off negative energies and unseen dangers. Even the way they rest near their owners, particularly during times of prayer or sleep, is often interpreted as a sign of their protective nature. Many Muslims have shared personal experiences of their cat refusing to leave their side during moments of deep reflection, or of a cat behaving oddly before a significant event, almost as if offering a silent warning. It is no coincidence that in many cultures cats are regarded as animals of deep intuition. They are creatures that move between worlds, between light and shadow, between seen and unseen. Their quiet presence is not just one of companionship, but one of silent observation, as if they know far more than they reveal. The healing power of a cat's purr. Beyond their spiritual significance, science is beginning to uncover what many have long sensed, that the presence of a cat can be profoundly healing. The soft, rhythmic sound of a cat's purr is more than just a sign of contentment. It is a frequency that has been shown to have real physiological effects on the human body. Studies have found that the vibrations produced by a cat's purr, ranging between 20 to 140 Hz, can promote healing in bones and tissues, reduce stress, and even lower blood pressure. It is a form of natural reason why cats have been so beloved throughout history, that their presence offers not only emotional comfort but a deeper, more intrinsic form of healing. In a world filled with noise and chaos, The quiet hum of a purring cat is like a reminder of stillness, of balance, of something far greater than ourselves. A divine gift and a sacred responsibility. Yet, with this blessing comes responsibility. Islam teaches that all of creation is entrusted to humankind, and with that trust comes the duty of care. The Prophet, peace be upon him, made it clear that mistreating animals is a serious offense. In one famous narration, he told the story of a woman who was condemned to punishment in the afterlife because she had imprisoned a cat, neither feeding it nor allowing it to find food. This stark warning serves as a reminder that cruelty even towards animals is a grave wrongdoing. Conversely, there are also stories of great mercy. The Prophet, peace be upon him, spoke of a man who was forgiven for his sins, simply because he gave water to a thirsty dog. If such mercy can be attained through kindness to animals, then surely the way we treat the beloved creatures of the Prophet, peace be upon him, carries great significance. Cats are not just companions. They are reminders of something sacred. Their presence invites us to reflect, to slow down, to observe the world with a quiet reverence. They are symbols of serenity, messengers of peace, and perhaps most intriguingly, gateways to the unseen. As we welcome them into our lives, may we do so with gratitude, with care, and with the understanding that they too are part of the divine tapestry of creation. Whether they sit beside us in prayer, offer us comfort in times of distress, or simply watch us with their knowing eyes, they carry with them a reminder that the world is filled with mystery, beauty, and sacred connection if only we take the time to see.